audio there, yeah. So in this recording, as if you're watching it, that first audio, I realized my microphone is on the wrong source. So just to kind of repeat that, what I kind of said quickly, fourth marking period classes, you're going to be in the same class you are for the third. My class is interactive design. We're going to try to do some different projects, and there will be some options as far as doing some more complicated things if you'd like to. But if not, if your computer can't handle it and you're not really, you know, able to follow along with some of the more advanced things, then we'll kind of work on doing some alternative projects. All right. So,
Mr. Duza,
yes, Liam, go ahead.
uh, how would class fourth mark period of would that affect us next year
As far as like classes you have to take and things like that,
if we're like there?
yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's definitely going to be taken into consideration. We'll have to, as far as scheduling with people like either repeating or if you didn't get a class that you wanted to take fourth marking period. I mean, as a second year student, you always have priority as far as what class you get. You get your choice before a first year student does. So, if you're not in the class you want to be this year for the fourth marking period, we can assure you that you will get it next year. All right, does that answer your question?
all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions about that? All right. Let's see.
Nope.
Who else do we have here? All right. So, let's look and see now. That's not what I want to do. As far as this assignment, as we're getting here, does anybody have any questions about like kind of the overall theme of what we're doing for this healthy person poster, as I'm calling it? All right, so that's and I definitely appreciate you guys did some good effort yesterday. Friday, it seemed like a lot of people kind of took the day off. I didn't see any check-ins or a lot of work as far as getting ideas for this project. So please make sure that you do check in every day. I think yesterday there was only one person that didn't out of both my classes. So that was awesome. I mean, I had to make contact with a couple people, but then in the end, that you did do that. So that check-in form really is your way to kind of make contact. Let me know that you're still part of the class, and you're at least trying to make an attempt to see what you can do for the day. I know that life happens still, and maybe you get sick, or maybe your parent needs a computer for the day. Just at some point, try to communicate with me. I mean, you guys probably, if you don't already have the Gmail accounts hooked up to your phones, try to do that so that you can let me know what's going on, and just communicate. That's the big thing with all this is that we need to know what's going on. All right. So today, and this is kind of what we're going to be doing a little bit more. And I just actually had a meeting with all the teachers, similar to this. We had a virtual meeting, and they are going to be encouraging and pushing for us to do more interactive types of lessons. Now, I'd love to have a Google Meet like this and actually teach you guys something during one set time. But it's a little difficult, I think, probably with all your schedules and whatnot. So, what I might start doing is doing lessons, in this type of forum. So I'll show you guys and the people that can make the class time. You have the ability to ask questions and kind of work through it. Otherwise, I will be recording it and posting it for you guys to kind of use on demand. But so for today, I said even if you're going to use photography for your poster, I still don't want you to watch these videos and kind of and answer the questions. So these are actually kind of cool. What happens is I found some YouTube videos on drawing, all right? And so what happens is
Hello there,
I don't know if I
Happy
can
there,
advance
there,
this. I
and
think it
welcome back
goes,
to my channel.
yeah, you have to
I'm
kind of
Nika,
watch it in
and
real time.
today I'm showing you how
So
to draw a
during
female
different parts
pony.
of the
Let's
video,
get started.
there's going to be a little pop-up question that
Okay,
happens.
so you want to
All
start
right.
off by drawing a line for
So
the upper
I
body.
put the
Just a
questions
straight
together,
line.
trying to
Next,
be a
draw
means
a
to kind of
roundish
make sure that you're paying attention. And again, even if you're not going to do drawing for your project, the media that you're doing it, if you're using photography, I'd still like you to get some kind of background information on how to draw. So you have 2 videos to watch today, in which there are questions that go along there, and I'll be checking those questions to make sure that you answered them. All right. Any questions about that? All right. So that's in the classroom assignment. And then what I want you to do today is to start drawing your final presentation drawing for your poster. Focus on the figure and or the person, but save room for your background image and your text. I do have the final rubric here, which I'm going to go over in a minute, but because I know some of you are kind of getting ahead. But this is what I did for my drawing, my sketch, my kind of stick figure. I went and used the techniques from the videos to actually draw my character a little bit more proportionally. All right, so that is the goal. And somebody asked me, all right, drawing realistically is not my drawing style. Do I have to draw realistic? No, you don't. As long as your proportions are correct, and that you have things kind of being, we have the top and the bottom half being equal. You have your arms kind of being equal, and so forth like that. That's fine. All right. So I don't expect anybody to have a super realistic drawing. Again, this is the intention for me is that you're working on this for about 20 or 30 minutes for the day. If you want to spend more time on it and get ahead, which I know some people kind of have like already done their final thing, I do want to point out what I'm looking for. So this is the poster. I do want a human form, an inanimate object. So tomorrow there's gonna be another video similar to today that talks about making objects other than human forms. I do want you to have a background with some kind of color or texture, a title, so how to be healthy, and I'm kind of I'm open if you want to change that a little bit. All right, and then your name. All right. The whole idea here is to be making a poster illustrating what it means to be healthy. All right. So kind of in light of this current situation, it could have to do with mental health more or physical health or some kind of variation of that. Maybe you want to do pet health or something like that. I'm really flexible on what you're doing for your details, but I do want you to have these common elements in there. All right, and that would go the same for your photography. All right, if you're doing it with pictures, you should still have a human form, some inanimate objects, title and name, and things like that. All right, any questions about that so far? All right, I also have a rubric here, so you're going to be graded as far as excellent, average, and poor on your proportions of your human form, your animate object, and then text and color. So with your text and color, I want you to create some kind of hierarchy and emphasis using size and difference. So, if you're doing that at the highest level, your text and color creates a high contrast, and then average would be one or the other, and then kind of poor would be kind of low contrast. So make sure things are sticking out, all right? That creates that hierarchy and that emphasis as we're looking at our designs. All right, so that is describing what I want you to do for today, and I am going to be looking, hopefully, to have these posters done by tomorrow. And then we can kind of finish up on Thursday, on Friday, doing our critique and reflection, and finishing up the portfolio piece. I was going to go into doing a little comic strip, but I don't know if we're really going to have time for that because we have to. Actually, maybe we'll start trying to do something like that, or maybe Monday and Tuesday I'll think of something a little more fun to do, kind of as a course wrap up, and not really so much creation and design related. All right. Any questions?
None.
Does that make sense, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. Marty, does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just being quiet the whole time and listening to you.
Okay, that's fine. All right. I am also working, I think, in my time on, I know since we're home, and maybe this is something we can do on Monday and Tuesday. We can try to do like a little Smash tournament. I know that not everybody has a Nintendo Switch or something like that, but or maybe we can find some kind of online video game that we can kind of all play. Does anybody know any online video games that are kind of free and that people could sign up to?
Brawlhalla.
So that's what, using the Steam engine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that might be a nice segue into going
There's
into
like a ton of
what's that, Liam? Did you have another suggestion, Liam?
we could find like a lot of games on Steam.
Yeah.
No, not really. I
All right. Well, you know
not
that.
really play online or Team Fortress 2 and Half-Life Deathmatch.
All right. Well, I'll work on that over the weekend, and maybe we'll have a couple options for Monday and Tuesday, kind of as just more fun and kind of transitioning into our interactive design class, which, you know, ideally that's what we'd be doing, was be making kind of video games. And I am developing an esports team also, which is why I did that other survey. So we'll kind of work on that, and I'm going to try to give you guys, I know that there is scholarship money available for participating in these types of things, so that's something that I want to try to provide the opportunity for you guys to do. All right. If nobody else has anything else to say or ask, then I'm going to stop the recording here, and I wish you luck on your projects, and, you know, getting along with everybody and your family members and trying to stay healthy and practicing the things that you guys were putting in your posters. Yeah, so I think, you know, looking at these, right, then you have some ideas of what to include with it, and yeah, go from there. So like focus today on getting your figures kind of drawn, the people, right? And then you can work on text and background objects maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try my best on the people.
Okay.
I really will. If I do stink, I apologize. It's just
No. Listen,
No, it is difficult.
It is. It absolutely is. It takes a lot of practice and time. So, you know, just give it a shot. Go through, you know, the procedure that's
It
in the
took me
video.
like the whole school year just to get used to it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Did you turn in
I just did
Classroom or
like
Twitter?
I did it on Classroom, and all I did was just like a real basic sketch.
Okay. And so, yeah, and that's fine. That's exactly what I wanted for yesterday, was to just do a sketch and think about where positioning. So, okay, so you're going to kind of try to draw this guy like in there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. And I see you're already proportioning things, so you're kind of, the video will probably just reinforce what you looks like you're kind of already doing.
All right.
All right, sounds like you guys are on track. So, you know, just keep asking questions, or, you know, put the time in and see what you get from it. All right.